What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Brewers versus Cubs game going down on Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Before I get into the free pick, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can head over to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or just click the link in the description of this video. It'll say Brad's best picks, and you can find all my plays there. That includes my $25 play of the day, which is my best pick every single day. Best believe we'll have one locked and loaded for this Saturday slate. But let's get right into this one, guys. I'm pumped for this series. Out of all the series, I'm pumped for Yankees, Blue Jays, but I'm also really pumped for Cubs, Brewers. I think this is going to be a fun, competitive series. Obviously, these teams don't like each other. But let's get right into it, man. Shout out the Cubs, for beating the Padres in that series. I'm not going to lie, guys. I took the Padres all three of those games. Of course, we hit on game 2, but Game 1 was rough, and then Game 3 obviously was pretty rough as well. I don't know what I'm doing betting on you, Darvish. That was my first mistake there. So it is what it is, but now the Cubs are rolling into Milwaukee. This is a Brewers team that I think it's fair to say ever since probably the All-Star break was the most impressive team down the stretch in the second half of the season. I mean, the Brewers were just so damn incredible, stacking up win after win. I feel like we typically see the Brewers do that, though. This Brewers team is always really strong in the regular season, and then they tend to fold in the postseason. It'll be interesting to see how they look this year in the postseason. I do like their chances in Game 1, though. It does look like the Brewers are rolling with Freddie Peralta. No surprise there. Freddie Peralta has been so good in Milwaukee this season. Comes in with a 9-1 record in Milwaukee and a 1.77 ERA at home this season. Incredible. We have seen Freddie Peralta face this Cubs team, 4 times? Yeah, he's faced this Cubs team 4 times in the season, and he's been decent. He gave up 0 earned runs through 6 in his first start against the Cubs. And then in his last start, he gave up 0 earned runs through 6 again. But I will say there was a bad start where he pitched 4 innings and gave up 5 earned. And then there was another start where he pitched 5 innings and gave up 3 earned. So there's been starts where Freddie Peralta has been incredible against the Cubs. And then there has been spots this season where the Cubs have been able to hit Freddie up. But what remains the same, Freddie Peralta at home has been an absolute beast. On the other hand, it does look like Colin Rea is going to start for the Cubs, which is interesting because this is Colin Rea's old team. Colin Rea was just with the Brewers. So, we have seen Colin Rea face the Brewers this season. Let's see. Gave up 4 earned through 4 innings on July 29th. That was not a good start. And then he gave up 2 earned through 5 2/3 of an inning on August 20th. That's a little bit of a better start, but let's be real, guys. You look at Colin Rea and Freddie Peralta side by side. It's pretty obvious Freddie Peralta has the edge here, especially playing at home. The only thing is, and I said this because I did the video on the Dodgers-Phillies game, the only thing is you never really know how these teams are going to be after the long layoff. I know they do scrimmages and things like that to stay fresh, but, after a little bit of a layoff, you're getting put back into a high-pressure situation, whereas the Cubs, they just played that series against the Padres. They're kind of used to the bright lights and this pressure. It's always interesting to see how a team does, but guys, with the way this Brewers team has played down the stretch, with who's on the mound, their bullpen's going to be fresh as ever. I'm going to take the Brew Crew. I'm going to take the Brew Crew. I think they're able to get the job done, and I'm going to lay the juice too. While I'm recording this, you get the Brewers at -150. I typically don't like to lay a lot of juice in the MLB, but in this spot, I'm confident that the Brewers will win this game. I truly am. I think Colin Rea will get hit up early and often in this game, and I think Freddie Peralta goes pretty far, especially being at home. So everything's pointing to a Brewers win here, and I'm going to ride with it. So give me Milwaukee here. Appreciate you guys watching this. Drop a like. Drop in the comments you're taking in this game, and check out my $25 play of the day. Like I said, that is my best pick every single day. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. We'll catch you on the next one.